Welcome!
Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 2 to What If Bucky Became Captain America. Before we get into it, be sure to check out the Omniverse's homepage, where our channel mascot Omni will direct you to the Discord, both Google Docs, and everything the Omniverse has to offer, along with smashing the like button, subscribing to the Omniverse of Nick, sharing the Omniverse around, and turning on all Omniversal notifications, and commenting future requests and expectations in the comments section. With all that said, let's begin. We open up where we ended off last time. Captain Hydra, Steve Rogers, is the bad guy in this scenario. With Bucky becoming Captain America instead of him, it forced Steve down a dark path. And with Red Skull, he switched sides. And he says to Bucky, "Hail Hydra," before him and Red Skull run away from the burning and now getting destroyed facility. Bucky returns with all the soldiers, and when Peggy hears the news that Steve has turned and joined Hydra and Red Skull, this actually touches her because she was really starting to like him, and it just messes with her. She takes out her anger either on Bucky's shield or just another part of their hangout or like just somewhere in general. Obviously not trying to kill anybody. But I think that she would most likely shoot at Bucky and then Bucky would block with the shield because she would think that it was his fault for taking what, he really wanted to do by becoming a better soldier. But eventually she does calm down if she would do that and just accepts the fact that it's really not his fault. He was just trying to be a good friend and protect Steve. He never meant for it to go this far. And with this, Bucky still goes on as Captain America, and they still go on mission after mission, and eventually get to the train where the whole thing there goes the same. Dude from before still gets kidnapped, who got transferred into the computer. I never remember his name. And Bucky is obviously not going to fall off of the train this time because he's freaking Captain America. And since Steve's not there, he's not going to either. So we get to the scene where Captain and Red Skull fought at the very end, and Bucky just completely and utterly decimates Red Skull, showing that Bucky as Captain America is just much more like on it when it comes to combat. And he's obviously not the Winter Soldier Bucky, but he is all in all just getting straight to the point. So right before he's about to finish Red Skull, he gets shot in the leg by Steve, or Captain Hydra, with a red shield in one hand and a gun in the other. Bucky cannot believe this, and he tells Steve, "Why are you doing this, Steve?" And he tries to appeal to him. "Steve, this isn't you. Why would you turn to the enemy? For what? This is not who you are. Remember why you decided to come on this mission. Remember me. I know that you are the greatest and kindest soul and best friend I ever met in my life. Don't throw that away because of something like what I have. I never meant to hurt you. You know that. You have to know." But none of these empty words are hitting Steve. They're just not. He just smugly sneers and smirks at Bucky. "You call me your friend, yet you took the opportunity. It should have been mine. I should have been the one to become Captain America. I should have been the one to get that serum. But I still ended up getting it, didn't I? I am a captain now. I am Captain Hydra. And I did get my wish. I am a soldier. And I gotta say, being Captain Hydra feels pretty dang good. I won't lie to you, Bucky. We were friends. You helped me, and then you made the critical error of ruining the one thing that friends should never do. But obviously, the biggest regret of having one. You betrayed me. So, that's why I chose this. That's why you are looking at a new captain. Your time as America's captain, you're going to see what Hydra's captain does to you when I bury you in the ground. And with this, Bucky as Captain America fights Steve as Captain Hydra. Shields clash, egos brawl, and fists, guns, shields, and insults and anger are thrown at every single direction. This is a brutal freaking encounter. Captain Hydra tries with everything, but Bucky is stronger because he sees that, yes, Steve is not the same, and he definitely got an upgrade. But after catching shield after shield after shield and not being as damaged as Steve, he realizes that he got the better upgrade, and Steve is blinded by fury and malice, while Bucky is trying to snap him out of this. So he knows what he must do. And right whenever Red Skull dies because of the Tesseract, Steve sees this, injured, but still loyal to his master who is now dead. And Steve just goes in for every single attack that he can, trying to launch one desperate assault. But Bucky throws the shield, shoots at Steve's legs, and punches him straight out of the ship. Ironically, possibly, maybe killing him, but making sure that he's alive before he falls to wherever he will. And if Bucky knew, especially from how high up they were, that this fall would kill Steve, he would make sure that the fall would not be immediately fatal. But if he was given no choice, who's to say that Steve is gone forever? And, like Bucky falling off the train, Steve's fate is left undecided as the ship begins to plummet down and it crashes into the Arctic. And Bucky wakes up 70 years later from his frozen tomb to see Nick Fury staring at him with a proposal to join the Avengers. And that is where we are going to see Bucky's survival change, Steve's fate be decided for good, and a new chapter in Bucky's Captain America story.
Now get out!
What?
Get out! Everybody get out!